back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks. Today, I have an amazing guest with me today, and it's such a wonderful time for us to have these conversations. This is a special edition of Dr. OJ Speaks TV show. Today, I have a political candidate who is of Nigerian American descent, Mr. Okpa, and I really am very careful to introduce him because the purpose of this interview, I do not want it to be lost on you guys. So I want you guys to listen in and pay attention because we are definitely getting into the interesting times of political wars. And that's what it is, right? But most importantly, we are getting into a time where we begin to position individuals who are either going to continue to make or break us as a people. Whether you want to accept it or not, politics is a part of our human existence. It's a part of our citizens' existence. And in order for us to really be able to get the best out of this nation, rather than sit on the sidelines and talk about what's working or what's not working and kind of just do things from a complacent view, I have chosen to get in the race with them and get involved in this process by using this platform to air not just the opinions, but the agenda of these candidates as it affects us as a people. As you guys know, I am a Nigerian, first of all, and then an American, second of all. But also, I love the fact that we have the opportunity to be part of the building of this nation. We came all the way from Africa here to build a better life, but not only that for ourselves, to also contribute to the society that provides us the opportunity to have that life. And so it is up to us as a people to either do the needful and be part of this process or just come here and take. For me, I prefer to contribute. And also my guest today also is looking to do the same, also much more. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, OJ. And God, it's like you should be the candidate.
Oh, no. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. He is a GOP candidate for Congress, running in the next election race. So guys, listen in as this amazing, wonderful man representing Nigerians in the most positive light, and of course all Americans as well in the best way by getting into the political process. Sir, please introduce yourself, your platform, who you are, who you serve, and what you do.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is AGK Edward Okpa, born and raised in Nigeria. I've been here since the 80s, and I've been part of the political process. I ran for mayor, City of Dallas. I didn't win, but I gained a lot. And right now, I'm a candidate, in the GOP. GOP stands for the Grand Old Party, which is the Republican Party. That's what we usually abbreviate it to, GOP. So I'm a candidate in the Texas Congressional District of number 32, which is where I live and where you live and where a lot of us Africans, Americans, and everybody else that live in that district. So the primary election starts tomorrow, which is Valentine's Day. Then show me some love. My name is Edward. You're celebrating Valentine, so show Edward the love of Valentine. And then the final election is March 1. But in terms of my platform, and thank you, Dr. OJ, for what you said, involved and be engaged. I left Nigeria not because I was having difficulty or my family having difficulty feeding me or I couldn't go to school. I was college educated. I did my NYSC. I still have my ID, and I came after. And since I came, I've been involved. I've been engaged. If you look at my profile, you see the things that I have done as even somebody not born in this country. The only thing that is available to me as a naturalized American citizen is running for president. I can be governor of Texas. I can be a senator. I can be House of Representative member. I can be anything politically except for that one particular thing. And that's fine. I'm not mad at it. So for those of us that have been here, the first Nigerian came to America. You know when the first Nigerian was recorded to have entered America?
When, sir?
1918 at Ellis Island. Before the amalgamation was 1914. So now, when the record, if you go to the immigration record of America, you see a Nigerian, a Calabar man from Hope Waddell Institute.
Oh, wow.
So, but in all of this time, we haven't had any Nigerian as a member of Congress or a governor of a state or in the Senate because we a little more detached. We think, oh, it's them, I'm going back home. And where's home? You know, home has to be where you are comfortable doing things and living a life. Our ancestry and heritage is never in doubt. You know, 100 years from now, people can look up your name and trace you back to wherever you came from. But America is home for me, and that's why I am running to represent my district. You know, if I win the primary, or when I win the primary, you know, I want to be the first native African college educated in Africa to be in Congress.
Oh my goodness.
And that's going to give a different sort of perspective. Because those who came when they were young don't have the sort of knowledge that I have.
No, they don't.
I came as an adult, college educated, have been all over Africa, have active relationships. So that my platform again is immigration, being able to have add scope to the conversation that will be on the floor of the House. Because like you said in your introduction, politics affects us, whether you like it or not. It is one big thing that affects us, so you can't be indifferent. You can't just say, I don't care, it doesn't matter. It does care. It does matter, excuse me, because in the process, for those people in the House, they're going to vote for something that's going to affect your life, your taxes, your businesses, coming to America, getting your citizenship. You know, everything that our life is affected by is politically motivated.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Mr. Okpa. Guys, you've heard it. He's running for Congress. And he's not running for Congress from an agenda that is self-serving, because if you look at the life that he's built here in the United States, it's a pretty comfortable life. And he could go about his business, live his life, and do what most of us do, acquire wealth and riches and all of the wonderful benefits of this great nation, and either decide to retire here or go back to Nigeria and retire, as some of you actually assume you will do. But he chooses to be someone who is responsible, not just for his life, but for the lives of millions of Africans who have made their way to the United States. And that is why he is running for Congress. And just like he said, he came here highly educated, just like myself. You know, there's this misconception that Africans come here because we are suffering and because we had no other choice. And I'm always very proactive in educating folks that some of us, like you and I, we came here out of choice. It was just something we decided to do because we felt, okay, let's see how that goes. And we had our education, we had a comfortable life in Nigeria, a picture that a lot of people or the media does not paint about us.
Yes.
So coming in here and getting involved in the political process, I am so very much for it. But now let's talk about some of the things that actually impact our people, that you're making it into that position could possibly shift the needle in a positive direction for us.
Well, you gotta be in the room. You know, I mean, the American political process or structure works this way. Once the vote is counted, then the people you elect go in to speak for you. So if people that are in that room are not speaking for you, then you just left out. You are the fringes or the fence until next time they come back again and say, oh please. So we have to make the effort to have one of our own in there.
Yes.
We have the education, we have a wider scope. I mean, I look at it this way. If I get into Congress, or when I get into Congress, who is that member of Congress that can talk about Africa better than I do?
Who can
is
tell
that
our story? Yes.
Who can help America articulate a better message on how to deal with this one continent most people haven't been able to figure out? Because usually they say, because you went to safari in Kenya or Tanzania or visit Nigeria, if you don't grow up there, if you don't know the root causes of what makes them think the way they do, you're not going to be able to relate to them and be able to offer them solutions.
Exactly.
So, so that's what this thing is for me. Let's have an effective, meaningful discussion about Africa. My district is important to me. I have run for mayor. I've been in Dallas since 1987. I'm an economic development person. I can talk about any issue. Is it public safety? Is it health? It is, criminal justice reform. It is immigration. I came as an immigrant. I was denied visa 2 times, and I got it the 3rd time because my father said, I'm not going to let you go to somebody's country without the proper paperwork.
Oh, wow.
So I am that immigrant who's going to say, come to America legally. That way you're going to avail yourself of the opportunities this great country offers.
Oh my goodness. So we're going to be right back after this short break. My name is Dr. Oyikosola Jinadu. I'm a beauty professional, med spa operator, franchise owner, and director of education at HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. As a mother of 3 boys and immigrant business owner, it is important for me to have a steady and sustainable source of income that transcends economic, government, or public health uncertainties and instability like the global pandemic we are still recovering from. That is why HD Pro Global has created multiple systems that allows my team and I to train, educate, certify, and establish independent med spa operators like us all over the globe. For more information, check out our website to attend a free webinar to get started on your path to continued success, no matter what is going on in your part of the world. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you guys for staying tuned. The conversation is just getting started. I'm going to discuss with Mr. Okpa his platform. I see on here, on his card where he has his agenda and what he will be fighting for when he is elected as the first Nigerian American congressman. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good.
It will be good.
That sounds so good.
It will be a good history to make.
Yes.
I don't set out to make history, but I like what I do to become historic.
It is Black History Month after all.
Yeah, well.
And we're making history every single day.
Just like your introduction, people came here, no matter the circumstances you came, whether you came forced or whether you came by choice, the most important thing that we're here.
Yes.
And then what are we going to do, like the song, now that we have found love?
What are we going to do?
Let's
make it count. So you are definitely making it count, sir. You've stated on here that you're going to end the border crisis, immigration policies, reopen America, reduce taxes. But let's look at some of these things that impact immigrants, because for me here today, my purpose is for me to enlighten and raise the awareness of immigrants in the diaspora, to not only learn about Mr. Okpa's platform and his candidacy, but for you guys to get involved in the process, in this political process, because for us, we can no longer sit on the sidelines and assume the role of immigrant, and assume the role of Africans in the diaspora, and assume the role of, I'm here to make it so I can go back home. We can no longer do that. We have to get into the race and make sure that we elect candidates who are able to help us solve the problems that we face as a people every single day. So let's talk about 2 major things that I believe impacts Africans generally. Immigration policies, sir. How do you intend to solve that problem?
Well, again, let's look at us even when we're in Nigeria, when people were coming into Nigeria at the time, but, Ghana must go,
Yes.
Boom, boom, it does have to go. So the way I look at America is we are a nation of immigrants. At the same time, we're a nation of laws. So if you want to come into anybody's country, come legally.
Yes.
And when you do that legally, you can avail yourself of all the benefits and all of the opportunities. But when you break the law, then you are hiding. And then the person you have broken into their home, I look at America as my home, not just as a country. The person you have broken into their home, man, you have leaving them no choice than to treat you however they want to treat you.
Exactly.
So I understand some people have hardship in the countries they are coming from, but we have hardship in America. We have neighborhoods where things are very difficult. We're not encouraging those Americans to go, okay, now move into the rich neighborhood, because it's hard for you in your neighborhood. So let's just deal with immigration. If you come in legally, and then you follow the process, and you become legal by first of all getting your green card, and then if you want to be a citizen, you pursue that angle. But don't come here and be illegal. It's not going to work. So part of what I'm going to do in Congress as a fresh immigrant, who came here just like everybody else, is going to say, hey, here is how we're going to treat these people that are already here. There are 11 or 12 million supposedly illegal people.
Wow.
We can't physically remove them. If we do, it's going to cause, it's all kinds of emotional, social reaction. So we're going to have to process them such that since they have violated our law,
Yes.
we can give them the legal status, but they will never be citizens.
Wow. Okay.
So you say you pay a fine for having done this. For the number of years you've been here, here is a certain amount of fine. It's flat. Pay it, move, advance to be recognized. Because right now, you see law enforcement, they pull somebody over, something happens, oh, it's an illegal person. We shouldn't be doing that. Everybody that is in America has to be accounted for with some form of legal ID. And so when this ID is done, we will say, sir or ma'am, because you have violated our law, you took us for granted, you are never going to be a citizen. You will have a green card, which legally says,
allows you to be
yes,
here.
you can be here permanently, but you would never vote. Now your kids can become citizens. But for you, for that violation, this record is permanent. Just like people in America, when you commit certain crime, you have a felony record, you never vote.
You never
So
vote.
we should do the same thing to illegal immigrants because there's a felony on our law. They should never be allowed to be citizens, but they can have the green card. And they pay taxes, and then they participate in every other level. But just that one beautiful thing, their blue passport, you will never have it.
Okay. I believe that is a reasonable compromise to make. At least
Well,
they are
compromise
able.
coming into my home. What am I
Different.
compromising with you? I'm just saying, you don't move from the boys' quarters and now want to occupy the main living room.
I know. Well,
So-
I mean, being able to at least have the status to be here,
Yeah.
to work, to live comfortably, that's a good compromise. So, I know the GOP is very strong on, and I don't know if this is a party agenda or if this was the past President Donald Trump's agenda to seal up the borders and build that wall. I mean, where do you stand on that? Because I see here with the end the border crisis.
The border crisis is an invasion of America. I mean,
Okay.
I understand the emotional stories being told by people wanting to flee where they're coming from and they want to crash our border. I understand that. I can relate to that. But how about our laws? So the president, I mean, even from, what is his name? Trump wasn't the first president to do that. Obama talked about it, Clinton talked about it, but they talk about these things, they get the vote, and they make some people emotionally attached to their campaign, and then they get into office, the politics start to happen. I think we need to have a secure border. That if you're coming through that border, the only way you will come in is if we let you. We have the technology. We have the technology to monitor that border. Now we have camera systems in our homes. We can do the same camera system in our border. So that once you come, because before you were coming, somebody saw you. So before you cross over to our border, 5 or 1 mile to close our borderline, we should be able to view you. And we have a camera system that can take picture of you and identify you through that means, as opposed to just, oh, we don't know, you already bombed, somebody in our home. So, the wall or technology, however, no country will survive if they have this open border, policy. No country will survive. The dignity of a country is violated when it just come one, come all. No, we have to be selective. Even going to heaven, there's a condition going to heaven, because if there's hell, there's heaven. And if you want to go to heaven, here is the condition. If you want to go to hell, so God's love for us is not unconditional, because there's heaven and hell. So if you want to come to America, here is the path to it. Follow it, even if you are denied access. Keep trying, because we'll recognize and then we'll let you in legally.
Awesome. All right, we're going to look at 2 other values that you hold so dearly. You talk about restoring the American dream. A lot of immigrants, not just Africans alone, everyone who has ever migrated to the United States of America comes here in pursuit of happiness, in pursuit of that American dream. But is there such a thing as the American dream?
But the American dream, if you look at it, is a universal dream. And what is that dream? Shelter, food, and clothing. If a human being hasn't satisfied those 3 basic needs of life, they can aspire for higher life, quality of life. And so most people come here wanting to do that. And why is the American dream unique? Because of our liberty and freedom. Even though we say is free, but is free within the limits of the law we have. I mean, you could see that limitation with our speed limit. You know, certain places 20, certain places 35, certain places 40, and this and that. So you are free to drive within that limit. Don't break it.
Freedom comes, but someone is paying the price.
No, but freedom comes with conditions. It's not a free. I mean, if it's like come one, come all, then our land use will be lousy. Then I can build my home here. Somebody builds a hotel over there. Somebody builds a factory over, just like they do in Nigeria. So the freedom has to come with some limitations and rules. And once you understand what that rules and limitations are, then you are able to function within it. So that is the pursuit of happiness. And a lot of immigrants, especially people from our part of the world, think America is an easy country. It's not an easy. It's a country you have to work hard.
It's a misconception.
You have to believe. I mean, we pay bills. It's not, you know, people always call it, send some money. I said, I mean, the tree that gives me money hasn't produced some. So you know,
yeah,
so,
that is so true though. A lot of people don't know the real realities of living abroad in different parts of the world, and they assume.
But this is one country that you can. I mean, when people talk about China, you know, Russia, you know, England, excuse those people that drive on the left-hand side of the road, we have left them behind. But the point is this, you know, there is no other country like America. No other country has impacted the black race, however you want to interpret that, like America. You look at the, you know, there's no other country in the world that has black colleges and universities. No country where, you know, you can go to school even with a C student. Yeah, I mean, okay, you went to school in Nigeria. What are the chances of C students getting admission in Nigeria? It's very difficult. But here, a C student can make it to a university. All you have to do is be persistent and believe in yourself. That's what America does for you. So when you come here, find somebody who can coach you about what this is. It's not about what a whole lot of people think about. I want to go make money. I want to go do this and do that. My father told me, if going to America was for me to go make money, I shouldn't do it. I should sit back in Nigeria. There are people in Nigeria that make more.
Oh yeah,
they have
they
more
make
money
so
than
much
God.
more. Yes.
Have more money than God. Okay. And then he said, so okay, if it's about degrees, don't go. There are universities in Nigeria that will get you whatever PhD you want. But he said, if you're going to go to America to be involved and engaged,
impact,
and you're going to learn that system so that if you decided to come back to Nigeria, you can distinguish yourself or differentiate yourself. That's why I came. I was already an estate surveyor. You know, my dad was a chief. You know, when chief carried weight in Nigeria.
Oh, yes.
And I left all of that to do what? To come to America, like you said earlier, because it's a country that I read about when I was like 15 or 13 years old. And I said to God, before I die, I want to come to America. And he didn't say it was going to be easy. I was denied visa twice, and I came.
So would you say you have fulfilled your American dream? Of course, you're now taking it to the next level and
well,
buying
you know, the dream doesn't just end because you have, you know, bought a car or a house and all that stuff. There's some other things, you know. I'm motivated by the things I want to do. I'm doing this thing not because I'm a politician. I just love public service. I want to participate. I want to be involved in that discussion. You know, what is the next thing about America? I want to be in that room. I want to be able to inspire some other people to say, he came, he did it, I can do it.
So can I.
So can I, you know.
Yes, we can.
And, you know, I'm not, you know, mansions and all these other things that people, I'm happy for them, but until we are involved in participating in things that impact our life, to where we can say, oh, I'm better informed now, we are not, we're just catching the wind. We are just at the fringes. And that's what a whole lot of us have decided to do, because we want to impress people at home. We send them money by Western Union and they give us a title, and then we think that's it. Where people are here designing, finding a solution for illness, building stuff to go to the moon, you know, taking on critical issues. Our own is just, okay, hey, what you know, what are you building, what are you driving? It's not about what I drive, it's about what drives me. Get that straight. I don't care about what I drive. I care about what drives me. And what drives me is to be a relevant public servant in order to help other people achieve or get to whatever it is they want to get to.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Okpa, thank you so much for the time you have spent with us today. You know, if for nothing at all, I am so much more enlightened about the passion that you have for public service. You know, one thing I always say is this: any leader that you are following who does not have the heart to serve, or who does not come from a place of service, or who has not failed at so many things that can save you time, money, energy, and effort, then you need to kind of just reassess and find a leader who is worthy to be followed. So, Mr. Edward Okpa, you are definitely making Africans proud in the diaspora, and we wish you the best of luck in this race to Congress. Guys, listen, early voting is February 14th, and of course, election day is March 1st. These are the midterm elections, so definitely get out there and get in with the progress. Like, this is a non-negotiable for us in this time. If you're an immigrant, an African especially, in the United States in 2022, legally, and you are able to get involved in the political process, if you're not doing it, then not only are you doing yourself a disservice, you are proving that you are unworthy of the status and the privileges that this nation has afforded us all to be able to achieve, because we have come here. This country has served us well. Either for good or for bad, you want to give your narrative. But as far as I'm concerned, if you have the privilege to come into a nation to build a life that sustains you and your family, then the least you can do is do your due diligence and offer your public service to ensure that that nation continues to prosper. That is just my own take. I mean, who am I? What do I know? But hey guys, my name is Dr. Oyinkansola Ajinodu, and I have been chatting right here with Mr. Edward Okpa, and he is the Nigerian American candidate for Congress. So let's get behind him. If everything that he has listed here, ending the border crisis, sensible immigration policies, reopening America, reducing taxes, bringing back high-paying jobs, cut inflation, promote the family, restore the American dream, enforce law and order, stand up for America, not globalism, serve God and the people. If any of these values resonates with you, then definitely he is your candidate. I'm not here to advocate for any particular candidate. I'm only here to tell these stories of us by us, because nobody else can tell your story or share your narrative as you are able to. And that is why the Dr. OJ Speaks TV stands to do that, to represent us and give us a voice on the global scale of media. So guys, it's been another wonderful episode, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. This has been a special edition of Dr. OJ Speaks. Don't forget, before you leave the channel today, subscribe, turn your notifications on, because we are dropping our content every week, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't leave this channel today without subscribing, because that's the only way you become a part of our tribe, to continue to vibe with us for amazing content like this. Alright guys, Mr. Okpa, what final words do you have for our viewers?
Well, Dr. OJ, thank you for coming to my home and doing the recording and the opportunity for me to share my candidacy for the Texas primary in the Republican primary for Congressional District number 32. Like she said, if you are in the district, you can go on website and Google Texas Congressional District number 32. Put your address and it will tell you if you are in 32. If you're in 32, then I would love your vote. This is an open primary, so you don't have to be Republican or Democrat. When you go to vote, go into that polling station and say, give me a Republican ballot. And then you will see my name. And then you just go cast it. And so that when the result is counted, they will say, oh my God, these people are here. You want to let them know you are here. The only way America will know you are here, you have to have political presence. We oftentimes are present, but we have no presence. Presence is very powerful.
Yes.
And that's what we have deliberately out of ignorance or omission or commission not done. And everybody else has come in and run the circles around us. Nobody will represent you if they don't believe in your story. And so I believe in you, I believe in your story. I am your dog in this fight. And you back me up, you'll be cheering, and there will be more people like me joining in the fight. So thank you for listening to me. And Dr. OJ, when I saw her name, I said, oh wow, she's better than OJ Simpson. And now you can see why. And so... no correlation by any means necessary. Yes, but the OJ name, because of the way it is, I'm like, okay, but you guys can see that she is that.